Does anyone else miss leaderboards?
I mean, like pure leaderboards. Back when you could go to your profile in a game like Call of Duty and see where you sat in a vast amount of players in terms of kills or wins, and it wasn't really something for bragging or to show that you were better than everybody else. It was just something cool to show your friends. Hey, dude, look, I went up like 500 spots the other night. Dude, that's so cool. I went up like 200. All right, man, you ready to sit down and play? And you guys would get together online for a night of laughter and having fun. Back before everyone had to be the next Shroud or Asu or Tens. Before being the best was something everyone strived for. The new Call of Duty isn't worse, guys. You just miss when you had no responsibility and played games for fun. Remember that? Fun? Nowadays, to further push this, gotta be the very best that no one ever was, we have the rank system. Every PvP game nowadays has come out with a rank system except for Nintendo, unless fucking Splatoon has a rank system I'm not aware of. Which, if you're trying to get a high rank in fucking Splatoon, I feel like you really need to reevaluate your life choices. But name a game, and it probably has a rank system where you can go in and play with similarly skilled players. Similarly skilled players. To earn cool rewards, including a shiny symbol to try and improve your self-worth that you can hold over other players that have less shiny symbol than you. And you can pretend that just because you have a shinier symbol in a fucking video game, you are somehow superior to them as a person. Rank systems are practically begged for in every PvP game, and in every single game where a rank system has been introduced, it has been consistently the most bitched about thing in the entire game as the worst thing to come to the game. And no one is ever happy with it. Which is why it's so ungodly baffling to me that there's a portion of the Dead by Daylight community that believes we need a ranked mode. If you've only ever caught a glimpse of Dead by Daylight through the foggy window of an amazingly handsome bald Twitch streamer who streams every single day on twitch.tv/KaiserTheBard, you might be a tad confused, as in the waiting lobby before every match there appears to be a rank in the top right corner, but that's not it, viewer. These are called grades. They're similar to ranks in that to earn them, you have to play matches and do relatively well in those matches to get arbitrary points, to get a certain shine of an emblem, to get a pip, which will go towards your grade. Unlike ranks, however, grades do not go down. You can still de-pip for whatever reason, meaning that you can be hard stuck gold 1 because every single game you play, the killer manages to find you and only you amidst a sea of generators and your teammates blasting Move Bitch by Ludacris and performing a very bad rendition of the YMCA dance in plain view. Maybe you should take the TTV out of your name, Kaiser. Well, maybe you should gargle my gonads, viewer. I once had my name as Watching One Piece and I still got tunneled out every game because playing solo queue Survivor is like trying to move a couch with a bunch of drunk chimpanzees while they're stepping on shards of glass and having to answer text messages from their mom. And I'm getting kicked to the balls repeatedly! Terribly sorry, where was I? Oh yeah, rank systems. I heard that there was a rank system in Dead by Daylight back in a time period where apparently every starstruck rose-colored wearing DBD veteran considers the good old days, but I wasn't playing back then, so I wouldn't know how it worked. I only started playing in late October. I'm a baby, all things considered. Before when I know about ranking systems and ranked modes, nothing will make dealing with this community or even this game more miserable than adding a rank system, except maybe if the developers implemented a system where every time you boot up the game, it calls you a tosser and then has sex with your mom. But let's quickly run through some of the reasons you don't want a rank system in Dead by Daylight, even if you think you do. The first problem with rank system is no one ever seems to do them right. Overwatch rank system had an arbitrary SR gains and losses based on a hidden formula that would measure how you performed in the match somehow, and award you points based on that. It was kind of asinine though. You could have a match where you were MVP and it would award you 3 points for a win, and then have a match where you could perform even better and lose and it would dock you like 47 points. Overwatch's 2 ranking system is the exact same thing, except you can't even see the SR now, and so you're taking wild stabs in the dark as to whether or not your rank will move up or down after this next win. Like throwing darts blindfolded, trying to hit a very small apple in the head of a very large man. It's not fun for anyone, and everyone is going to end up in a lot of pain if you miss. Apex has gone through about 7 different ranking systems at this point, including one where you had to do some complicated ass math equation to figure out how many points you were going to get. Honestly, so far the best ranking system I've ever seen has been Hearthstone. Win match, get star. Win streak, get multiple stars. Lose match, lose star. Certain stars equal certain rank. Boom. Easy to understand and nobody complains. And Dead by Daylight's grading system is no exception. In a ranked mode, the grades would just be moved over there and you'll actually rank down. Nobody understands the emblem system. Shut up, no you don't. All it ever talks about is points. You get points for avoiding the killer. You lose points when a survivor heals, but it never tells you how many points you lose or gain based off what and how many points are needed to equal each emblem. You just kind of have to take the game's word for it about what happened. The main argument I always get from people is that people want a rank system because they are tired of casuals ruining their games. And casual people want a ranked system because then competitive people will stay out of their games. But that's never how it goes. It might start out that way, casual players in the casual mode and ranked players in the ranked mode, but eventually ranked players end up hitting a peak. They plateau, and the rank system no longer satisfies them. They can't cut it in their own rank, so they all go to casual, where they can stomp on people less skilled than them. Then the people getting stomped on start playing ranked because, well, casual is pretty much ranked anyway because all the ranked players are there, and ranked actually has rewards while casual play does not. Then the ranked players who don't go to casual start having their games infested with casual players because the casual players want the special rewards that ranked is supposed to give, and it's a vicious cycle and it never stops, and the only difference between the two is casual has no purpose while ranked does. Look, I've been doing this a very long time. I mentioned in last Monday's video that I've been through the evolution of gaming as an art form, experienced and lived it, and one of the worst decisions that ever came to gaming is definitely a ranked system. So let's keep them out of Dead by Daylight, huh? We can all just sit with this one mode and focus on making this mode the best it can possibly be so that we can continue to have fun, interesting, and refreshing matches. I love the fact that you can just play the game and get rewarded for playing the game. I don't want to have to go to a different mode and get rewarded on a different scale in a different mode, and nobody actually does. You think you do, but I have witnessed this time and time again. I have seen people get so frustrated when ranked modes get implemented because everybody wants to try to play those ranked modes, and then when the ranked modes don't turn out being like they wanted, they do nothing but bitch and complain. And as I mentioned in last Monday's video, this community does nothing but bitch and complain as it is, so I don't want to see more of it. I just want to focus on getting Dead by Daylight to the best state that it can possibly be, the most balanced that a party game can be. And while we're talking about it, just a side note, can we please get rid of depipping? It's really not necessary for a casual game. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Did I change your mind? Why do you think a ranked system is needed? If you do think it's needed, I love to read all your comments, and I will see you on Wednesday.